Hello, my favorite. This is Izzy Comfort, DJ Wenu. I'm chilling with Ndo-C, Pow on the analog culture. Enjoy.
Hey everyone, this is DJ Ndo-C on Analog Culture. Today I have the pleasure of sitting down no easy comfort. Easy comfort. Soft life. Mr. Soft Life. Izzy has done a couple of things. Jam session Saturday. There was this other one that you used to run initially.
Hashtag party.
Hashtag party. Yeah, and you were hiring out this sound. That's where I first met you, no?
Yeah, at that time you didn't want to pay me for my sub.
Yeah, yeah. But I ended up paying you for your sub
Yeah, I
out
know.
of it.
Yeah,
Hey, I want to was cool magabi. Was cool magabi.
I know. Like at least I'm not talking behind your back. Kruma now.
Sure is.
I know. Shaka.
Right, sharp. I'm sure you've seen analog culture before and you're quite aware what we do and what's the intention of this. My aim is to actually pick up on a lot of DJs, but I keep trying and understand their backgrounds, understand their love of music and what currently they have going on. So yeah, do tell us, who is Izzy Comfort?
Okay. Igama Comfort. Akashongwe. Mfana Sempumalanga. I came to Cape Town to study basically, and I was a DJ way back, but like with computer,
Yeah.
with auto mix, and you know, like when you're young, when if you get your hands on a computer, you start promoting your pirates,
Of course, of course.
and then think you're a DJ. So I came to Cape Town around 2007. I did my first year CPUT, then I met the likes of DJ Tibos
Yeah.
or Fake, and then they taught me on how to play on equipment like CDJs and stuff.
Yeah.
So I took a break from it to focus on academics, and I came back a few years later. But the love is there, it's
Yeah.
always been there.
Yeah.
So yeah,
That's where it all started.
that's where it all started, and then how it grew. Yeah.
All right. In Pumalanga, what were you? It was basically just the auto mix.
It was basically auto mix, and also like my parents are very strict.
Yeah.
So Umkulu doesn't want anything to do with alcohol,
Yeah. Yeah.
and they Ukoko understood like that I play music.
Yeah.
I never really gigged or anything like that.
Yeah.
But then this one time I had to sneak out with the computer. I wanna like with that S because I had a booking.
Yeah.
There was a street play happening down the road. And then I'm at the you've got the sound, you've got the computer.
Yeah.
Where speaker they were there. And like bringing computer there was a DJ. So I
Yeah.
had to sneak out the computer out of Izzy and attend that gig.
So.
Ebusuku. Now imagine it's like you know my pressure cars is like
Yeah,
6
yeah.
to 6. In
Dude.
fact, until the last man drops.
Exactly.
So now I'm playing, and people are screaming, "Comfort!" It was like around around 3 in the morning. So when I need to sneak back in, 5-ish, everyone is awake. And
Yeah.
'cause yeah, and I got like one of the best hiding from Kuru that game.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, I know.
That's
I
a
know.
good thing.
But now, like, I think he understands that this is what I do and this is what I love, in fact.
Yeah. But obviously, it'd be comfortable. You got your education, so whatever else you
Yeah.
do, you've got something to fall back on. Let's talk your influences into the music. What were you listening to while auto mixing and pirating music? I was having no Nogosho, by the way.
No, but it's a reality. I think sometimes we like sugarcoating things so much that we lose the value of it.
True.
Yeah. So, but right now I buy music like crazy. I'm trying to compensate for all of the pirating that I've done. All right. I think that at that time, if I remember very well, Glenn Lewis.
Yeah.
Mid-temp,
Mid-tempos.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because I remember Emi Konko was one of my best tracks. Remember when Fresh dropped House flavor.
Yes.
House flavors. Yeah, those are the kind of sound that I was listening to at the time.
Yeah.
Grew to Umbuso's Revenge. It's still my best track right now.
Yeah.
And I was never really into the education side of music.
Yeah.
I just
Play.
I'll listen to a song. If it's a good track, I'll jam with it.
Yeah.
So I'll never really, because I know a few guys that they'll tell you, no, this was produced by so and so, who's the vocalist. No, I was never into that.
Yeah.
It's just like it's a good sound. I'll play it. That's
Yeah.
why even right now you find that if you're listening to my set, it might not have a certain direction in terms of the genre.
Yeah.
But it will make sense.
Yeah.
I'll even throw in a drum song in there.
It's for
if
groove
it,
purposes.
If it makes sense.
Yeah.
So that's always been. I'll never be a loyalist to the
To one
genre.
particular genre.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So now here you are, Cape Town. You start meeting people. They teach you how to play. How do you filter into the system of being Easy Comfort that we know today?
No, I think it was a bit difficult. As you know, that the industry is a bit closed.
Yeah.
So for me, the only time I got to play, maybe to play for a crowd, was when there was a promotion at Bash, a student center.
Yeah.
Then I'll play that 11 to 1 set before the promo starts.
Yeah.
Like when we just while usadlala, like
Yeah, we're testing sound.
Testing sound.
Yeah,
I'll play that, and then Utabo got to trust me. Then we started playing. He was holding it down at Italian house at Delft.
Yeah.
So sometimes on a Friday we'll go, and also I'll still be playing like the 80 sets and
Yeah.
and all. But then when I took a break to focus on academics,
So you were still DJ Minimo on the post.
yeah. Oh, it's like, yeah. No one knows.
I was thinking about that today. At some stage, the poster would come out, and when they said many more,
you're
filter
there.
in there.
Yeah, I was a minimal for quite some time. Then I took some time off to focus on academics, and also when I started like my career, professional career, I was like the first year, I stopped. But then when I started making a bit of money from my profession, then I started buying equipment.
Yeah.
I think my first I bought a gypsy in one late event.
Yeah.
So I bought that. That was my first piece of equipment that I bought.
Yeah.
Okay. Now while I kept on many more,
Yeah.
if I go home during June and December holidays, I was a bit ish though.
Comfort from Cape Town.
I come with my slapper,
Yeah, but hey, Slapper was still in the
It's
game.
still a thing.
Yeah.
I still have my bags, most of the stuff that I had back then.
Yeah.
But then when I get home during the holidays, I'll rock and I was like the big thing there.
That's nice.
For that period.
Yeah, that's your home, of course.
that's my
Yeah.
home. I come back here, I gather the knowledge, go back home, be the hit for that small time.
Where do you come from in Mpumalanga?
In Komas.
In Gomas. Okay.
Just down there, but just at the corner of Mozambique and Swaziland.
Yeah. I was in Mpumalanga a couple of months back, and I know Spumante. You know Spumante?
I'm not sure.
There's a guy called Spumante. He makes soulful house music. I think he's under Gabza currently.
Okay.
Or he's working now with Gabza in a piano hub. And my friends that side were telling me, which that's exactly where they all come from. From Gabza or Oscar. Oscar, I think, is from a Sekunda.
From Sekunda, yeah.
Or Oscar, and yeah, just the main dudes that came in. So there's a lot of talent coming from Mpumalanga.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah. Okay, so now you come back to Cape Town. You're sitting on many more lists. When does Izzy break into the game and start charging people for what he can do?
I think I had to prove myself. Remember during that time when we met, because it was when I was coming back. Oh yeah, I was telling you when I started making a bit of money, then I bought equipment. I bought Gypsy, I bought my CDJ 200s.
Yeah.
I bought like some funny mixers. So I had the equipment in lean.
Yeah.
And I'll just keep on playing. I was just playing for fun. I was a bedroom DJ for quite some time.
Yeah.
So when I when I had to break back into the industry, I remember it was when I moved this side of town, because I used to stay in Weinberg.
Yeah.
When I moved to Gordons Bay, I discovered Umtata.
Yeah.
I went to Umtata Lounge, and then like, the gents were playing good music there.
Yeah.
Proper. But then I noticed something as like the piece of equipment they were playing with was a bit old.
Yeah.
So I was like, but I do have equipment in collecting dust.
Yeah.
And these gents are playing good music. How about I just lend a hand?
The sound, yeah.
I gave them the CDJs. They started playing with it, and it was like it was for free.
Yeah.
Like no, because I love music. As long as the equipment I'm back safe, then I didn't mind. So as time went by, like I'll just come and jam there for and then I bought more equipment. Then I moved to assist to Luzuko. Epakin, with Isan, because that's when I started got into the business of hiring artisan.
Yeah.
So I assisted to Luzu, and then I continue playing.
Yeah.
So from there, it's like that's where, like, let me get back into the game.
Yeah.
My woman was not happy with it. She, I think even from this day on, she curses the day I decided to go back into the game.
Yeah. I can imagine.
Yeah,
the long hours,
inavailability, like, especially during this period. So that's when I got back into the game. That's why now I started building a name.
Yeah.
And then I realized it's something that I already knew, that the industry is closed.
Yeah.
So it was, and then during that time, everyone that I met, like they were always saying the same thing. Which you can't get your booking. Often booking, create your own event. Who's booking?
Yeah.
That's how #Party was born. Like, let me just create my own event.
Yeah.
Book myself and my friends.
Yeah. Just like everyone else.
Like just like everyone else, because you might as well do that.
Yeah.
So that's how it started.
What do you think causes that part whereby people are saying, why don't you do your own things like Cape Town? Because there's a whole lot of parties happening at Joburg, and people want to hear different DJs play.
No, I don't think it's a Cape Town thing. It's mostly a territorial thing.
Okay.
In anything, people like wants to protect their bread, as they put it. Because now when Ndo-C is saying, you give me 2 episodes of Analogue Culture to host,
Yeah.
and I become the best host there is after Windows.
Right.
That means when the mentality will be you're losing out, or you'll be out of the game.
Not really.
But that's how people see it. That's how people tend to be territorial and try to protect them there. Yeah.
I get that, but let's use the same example. I get Siku Izzy's hosting 2 episodes as Analogue Culture. The stats look good. I pull Izzy in.
It's a win-win.
It's a win-win. It's a win-win. Yeah. Your followers become followers of the channel. My followers become followers of Izzy. I mean, it builds to bigger things. I mean, I know Izzy decide to collaborate in an event. That's twice the support.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But then it also becomes the clash of the egos, if you look at it, because now it will be. I think there's a saying that you can't have two bulls in one crowd. That's how people tend to see it, because they like to hold on to control so much that they don't see the value of everything else that's coming out. So all they know is what they know.
Yeah, but no man is an island.
It's true.
Yeah,
it's true.
Yeah.
It's true. But then, like with that, I I try to preach that. Like, I can personally say to you, I've given a lot of spinners a Cape Town a fighting chance.
Yeah.
Some of them I see them doing very good things, big things.
Yeah.
Like penetrating the industry strong.
Yeah.
And I know I gave them a fighting chance. So
I would assume Kulmango, he was part of the Godfather's Sons, I think, at some stage.
Oh, Ulelo. Oh yeah, I rolled with Ulelo. There's a lot of people. I think there's a lot of people that even came to my platforms and
yeah. Speaking of jam sessions, Saturdays. Are we still gonna see more of that?
Yeah, it's coming. I just had to pull it off a bit, just to focus on a few things. But then it's coming.
It's coming back.
It's coming big and stronger.
Now, the question for a lot of people is, if you want to get into currently, I think the most biggest one post Beats. Was it Beats?
Beats TV,
Beats TV.
the lunch mix.
Yeah, there was Beats TV. We hit lockdown. Then there was Abo Auto. But I think Abo Auto, but actually the Beats TV was catering more on the deep house, the vibey sounds, the sounds that we like.
Yeah.
They were catering to that. Then there was Auto, no Matata with Gang. Alright, and then there was the balcony mixes. Everybody just kept on saying, okay, let's move digitally and record the sets and put them on YouTube and how easy is it to break into that market as well? Number two, what kind of remuneration do you make out of that?
Okay, mina from my one, because I was recording live, so it was a live streaming.
Yeah.
So it was not easy.
Yeah.
The challenges is now. So first of all, I was recording from a gas.
Yeah.
The internet speed problem was a problem. So you find that okay, you'll see the video being blurry here and there, and then it comes back. And secondly, I was only streaming on Facebook.
Yeah.
Which sometimes Facebook does it muted.
Yeah, it mutes the song because of
song
copyright.
And then they release it like after maybe 2 months.
Yeah.
Until you come back and tell you that the record label has released a claim on this, and then
you can go ahead.
So it was challenging, and remuneration, like I didn't do it for any kind of reward.
Yeah.
And obviously there are models out there in terms of when you putting out online content that you can sell adverts. When you hit a certain number, you can start selling your content there or selling advertising space. But I never got to that level.
Yeah.
So for me, I didn't commercialize that thing.
Yeah.
It was more like, let's just jam, and while jamming, why can't other people who are not here
jam with
And I did it way before we were hit by
COVID. I remember.
So right now I see a lot of people making money through like advertising spaces and numbers as well.
Yeah, they've monetized most of the channels now.
Yeah. And even like with subscription, I think there's a paid subscription that you can set up on YouTube as well. People who are really willing to give you a hand. Chip in something into that.
Yeah. So now looking at you coming back now with the jam session, are you looking at going that stream?
No.
It's still gonna be.
It's still gonna. Cause as I say, that platform meaning I create for people like me.
Yeah.
Because I was given a hand by the gents that I mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
To break into the industry, it's something that I love, and if I can tell you that the money that I make out of DJing, it can amount to nothing at some point.
Yeah.
But I'm still pushing it, and I want to give someone that really loves this thing a chance to, you know what, like I had an opportunity, I had a ball in my hand, it's up to me how far I want to run with it.
Yeah, which actually makes more sense. When we talk about industries now, if you look at your industry from a professional perspective, and you look at the DJ industry, like Cape Town. Why I'm mentioning Cape Town is you're mostly here.
Yeah.
Do you think is it referred to an industry? Like, are you literally making money out of this industry of DJ like Cape Town?
No, it's probably just to get by.
It's just to get by.
Just to get by and pushing the love. But they I can tell you there are just who are making money out of the industry.
Yeah.
And I can mention a few. And as you can see, like what I said earlier, they try to close that circle.
Yeah. So it's
and if you look at it, like you understand, like if you look at Cape Town, there's the CBD gang.
Yes.
So then Nalapo is still divided in sub-genres.
Yeah.
There's a deep house gang there. There's the piano gang. The Long Street IAP. You see the same crowd.
Yeah.
Yekas still the same thing.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't say it. We've got a solid industry. We've got a very good body system happening around the music industry in Cape Town.
I want to ask more into that, but without having to,
I don't think there's a need to dwell into that. It's something that we need to sort of work into breaking down. And opening it a little bit more, because there's so much talent in Cape Town. There's so much talent, but then it's being blocked by Izzy. And someone out there will come and say, no, you need to include Lapo, but you are part of the problem. And you don't understand, because at some point you'll see me maybe paying you a visit at Melo and jamming there. Someone will be like, how do I get to play La Piano? At first, for me to get to play there, Windows had to know me from someone and trust me with his brand, because now at the end of the day, you guys are running businesses, and you don't want your business to have a bad reputation, especially musically. People go there to relieve their stress. People go there to celebrate their things. I don't want to celebrate and the music is bad. I chose the venue because of
the music is it's your choice.
So for anyone to get into that space, you need to be known. Hence the platform that I created. It's during the day, even anyone can be sitting anywhere in the world and then looking at you play and like, oh, I think I like this one. This one, and then start following you.
How do you think? Okay, let me ask this one first. Hashtag parties. Do you see them making a comeback?
Yeah, I see them making a comeback. There were a few, I think hiccups that made me to stop that concept. And as time goes, I get to learn, and it was mostly compliance. It was mostly compliance, and sort of learned to go to. You don't have to do those things yourself. You can get someone to do it for you. And just pay them their fee
for compliance side of things.
So that was a big hurdle that I had to clear a concept. So once I sort that out, and then any other small things, we're back on track.
How were the parties though?
They were massive. And I think what made those parties special, it was the music. Because it was one of the few deep house events whole night. We never even compromised. The whole night. We'll start from midday throughout to 3 o'clock in the morning, jamming deep house.
Nice.
And the first time that happened, I think it came with a lot of critiques when we issued out like the flyer. I know deep house. So deep house.
A
few people came. I remember that I think the first one that made it big, Amstel Light. They came on board and they gave me a pallet of a product to just give away or to sell. But then I didn't have the license to sell alcohol. So I gave it away. So that was a numbers pool.
It does sound like one.
So people came in and people were just jamming. As time goes, the following day, I think not even like for months, people were talking about that party. Everywhere that people will bump into me like, hey, when are you
throwing another hashtag?
Hey, pin it. I think was proper. And we love the music. So it goes to show with the, like, sometimes just chilling, listening to good music the whole night, it's possible.
It plays a very big role.
It does.
I've always figured a lot of the events are made by ambience. Like, there's a huge difference between eating with one endlini and eating amongst other people. So if you're chilling with other people, and there's a whole lot of things that you experience, the conversations, the mood, the vibe, and once sorted 2-3 you feel like dancing as well. So when do we see another hashtag party? Within this year?
No, definitely not within this year. Maybe that we can keep it at the next 12 months.
No, 12 years.
Maybe starting from today, we can just say maybe within a year from now.
You'll
But
be
I'm
back
but
on the
I'm but
hashtag
I'm not
parties.
making any promises because I still need to bring back the one that is very close to my heart is the one that's giving people a fighting chance. Maybe
Yeah,
if I
jam
can
session.
if I can bring the two together and see. But then that's
That's future
between-
plans, basically. Yeah. When do you get into vinyl?
I've always had vinyls in my heart. Remember, every time you throw a vinyl party, I'll come and ask you for a tag on Ndo-C.
Yeah.
And it'll be like, I've always loved like the craft behind playing music.
Yeah.
Especially on wax.
Yeah.
So it's special, man. I don't know. Like it's very special. Also, when there's this place back home, TCR, the Cold Room.
Yeah.
And it's run by a good friend of mine. He's a music fanatic.
Yeah.
He loves music. He invests a lot in music.
Yeah.
In sound specifically.
Yeah.
So I flew down home for a holiday, and every time I get there, I'll call him up like, hey, I just wanna come and jam.
Yeah.
And he's like, that time I only had one weekend. And then like on the Saturday, I'm funny like, oh I know. I called him the Thursday like I'll be home the weekend, so Saturday or Sunday we can jam.
Yeah.
He said no, it's cool, but then this weekend it's vinyl weekend,
Yeah.
so you can come jam. I'm like, okay, cool, no problem. I get there early. I'm like, ish, but I don't even know how to operate this thing.
Yeah.
I'm so hungry to play. Every time in Sekai, I play that sport. But
Yeah.
now I can't play because I live in Ireland.
Yeah.
And he told me straight out, Kuti, even on my city kids are not going to be there.
Yeah.
And he had like Ovinita Vince at that time. He had Toxin, Crystals, like the big guys coming through just to jam.
Yeah.
I'm like, now I'm missing an opportunity to play alongside these guys.
Yeah.
Because now I'm limited to USPs.
Yeah.
And okay, cool. And I came back like that was in September sometime. And I came back like it ate me up. Then I decided like towards the end of the year, like 2022 I'm going wax.
Yeah.
I think I started. You were the first person that I called. Like,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
no, I want to go into this, and how do I get records, and how do I, I had a pair of CDJs that I was sitting here, and I traded them in, got the turntables,
Yeah.
and I started buying records from there. Went into YouTube, look at how to, to do the stuff, and I tried it out myself. Spoke to Amajita, I called the Shift.
Yeah.
Called the Deej. Like I called a lot of people.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
in Cape
in
Town.
your research, basically.
And I built a relationship with the Toxin for records and started like collecting and started jamming. Then when I was ready, I told you like now I'm ready to actually
spin, yeah.
to spin for the people.
Yeah.
That's how I got into it.
With the pressings, like I see Toxin is doing a lot of local pressings, and Abachitawa local, they're doing a lot of pressings. Do you think it's got the potential to grow bigger than what it is now? Do you think we're looking at people returning to vinyl, or it's a 50-50 concept?
No, I think it's actually coming back.
Vinyl.
Or maybe
I think the sales are good, but literally the amount of venues that have on my turntables to play on very limited.
Okay, maybe I think once you get into something, you get to see it a lot. Maybe that's where I am.
Yeah.
Because even if I go into YouTube, maybe the internet cookies are like looking for vinyl when I'm searching for something. But I see a lot of vinyl parties happening.
Yeah.
Around. It might be a few in Cape Town, which is why like I spoke to you like let's continue with this thing.
Yeah.
Let's just try and get it back up. I see a lot of those parties happening around Mpumalanga. I see a lot of those parties happening at Josie. It's a big thing. I see even like there's this I think Toxin is doing Thursdays where people are coming into the store and then they're spinning. And it's coming back. And the sales are good because sometimes
sales are brilliant on vinyl.
You'll find like there'll be something out, and then the minute you we want to purchase it, tell
It's
you
finished.
it's gone.
Yeah, because I was thinking there's a lot of local artists that are doing good music, and some of those EPs should be on vinyl, but there's very few people buying vinyls as opposed to the digital side of format. Like if you have 300 copies, they're gone within a minute.
Yeah,
They're gone. They're gone. But yeah,
and also I think just to add on that, I think when I said I want to go into wax, a lot of people said you're probably gonna be playing classics.
yeah,
Like no, so basically what's my made set easy or Masolo Mameli set right now they're expecting you to play Osama Breeze, expecting you to play like old jams.
yeah,
But then when you pull and then you play a good full hour of new music.
they're shocked.
Music that's relatable.
They're shocked.
Yeah. So that's also an opportunity to actually get a lot of people back into
the
vinyl.
vinyl concept.
Yeah, but yeah, dude. Yeah.
What's the most expensive price you've bought vinyl for? What's the most expensive price that you've paid for a vinyl currently?
Currently, I paid 750. It was a single record.
How many tracks?
It had 3 on one side and 2 on the other side.
What's this vinyl?
I'm gonna find it for you and show it.
750.
Yeah, that's 750. It is from Stay True.
I think that's the second time somebody has told me of that much expensive vinyl. Osbu told me he paid something like.
I'll actually find it for you.
Osbu told me that he paid something like, I think it was $1,000 too, if not $1,000 for vinyl. But he's more of a jazz collector.
Oh yeah.
So the ones that he collects are very precious to him. And I was like, yeah, no.
And Nakona Leo, I bought it online. Mr. Vinyl. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I think Stay True only sell through Mr. Vinyl because I haven't seen that stuff anywhere else.
It tracked Jezwell in there somewhere.
Yeah.
I'll find a vinyl for you.
Yeah.
And then the other ones were maybe it was like 600, but it was like double disc. It was sculptured.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was
Makes sense. 300 a pop.
Yeah.
Because that they moved from like, I couldn't believe it when Udino told me that he used to sell vinyls for like 120, 150. And they jumped all the way to $300 a vinyl. Let alone if you're buying from a Juno. Okay, Juno costs more.
Because
Juno costs more.
like I think what I realized with the Juno, most of the sellers are not in Africa. When sort of,
no, it's the UK straight.
You pay a lot for shipping.
Yeah. What else do you want to tell me about Easy Comfort that I do not know? Oh, here's another question I have for you. Who are your top 2 DJs? I know there's more. Top 2 DJs in Cape Town. Top 2 DJs nationwide. Top 2 DJs internationally. Who are your favorite DJs and artists?
Yeah. All right. I think locally, Ulelo D is very skillful.
Yeah.
He's one of my favorite. Both in production and delivering.
Yeah.
He's proper. Local. I think because I stopped going out a lot. So
Why?
Well, COVID and also
Yeah.
I think I'm now more grounded. I don't really like the nightlife anymore.
Post-COVID, a lot of things are slow now.
Yeah.
You most probably vaccinated, I'm sure.
I think that's the thing.
I don't know.
I think that's the thing. So who else is making waves? There's this young man, Uyanda.
Everybody's talking about
Is
this.
this-
He's pretty dope. I think it's his attitude that's making him very
He's wonderful.
Yeah, he's wonderful. And it does compensate very nicely wherever he's playing. He's versatile. He's versatile.
So locally, I'll say maybe I'll have Uyanda Nolelo.
Yeah.
Nationally, there's a lot of guys making waves. I think
Yeah.
Karenda Soul is one of my favorite. I've seen him pressing a few stuff
Yeah.
that I'm yet to buy, but they're not yet in South Africa, so I'll wait for them to come in
Yeah.
and just cut on that. I think also Uzek Spandin is doing very good.
Yeah.
That's now national and international.
Yeah.
And
Being a DJ and a producer.
and a producer. Plus, like I think I've seen the initiatives that he's now starting to build. I saw like he's like building a studio in Cape Town. I don't know if it's a real thing.
Yeah, no, I haven't seen that yet.
Yeah. So I think he's also up there. So guys that I look up to in terms of work ethics and
Yeah.
pushing. Yeah, but other than that, it's. I told you earlier that I'm not really.
It's because of the versatility in you of liking the genre that
Yeah.
puts you everywhere. Where are we seeing you play next? What is going to what's your future plans currently?
Okay, currently, I'm based in Tata Lounge, so I've got projects that I'm doing there.
Yeah.
Mondays and Sundays.
Yeah.
It's brand sponsors project.
Yeah.
So that's basically what I've been focusing on the past few months. In fact, pre-COVID and post-COVID, that's what I've been doing.
Yeah.
I haven't been taking a lot of bookings, unless I get a call up from Spine Road and also from you.
Yeah.
I think because as I said, I don't really. The streets are not for me, man.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
Yeah.
I used to be out there every day, but right now I wanna be on the more structured and project work more other than just gigging.
Yeah,
all the time.
everywhere.
Yeah.
Makes sense. How much do you get paid an hour?
I don't get paid.
You don't take money.
I don't get paid, so I don't charge anything. So
What would you like to get paid an hour?
just to play,
Yeah.
nah, I play for free, but you'll have to cover my expenses of getting there. Probably I drive a big car, and it might cost you probably like $1.5 grand.
This is money, people.
Yeah.
Oh, this guy's money.
No,
You buy vinyls for 750 and you want no compensation for going and spinning that.
Nah.
Jeez. Now that's passion, eh? That's passion.
But I'm not saying I should now be getting calls for
Yeah,
free sex.
Izzy says give him
No.
calls. He's gonna be.
Well, if you call me, then my manager will then discuss the monies. But I don't discuss money. I don't.
You got a manager now. Who's managing you?
Me. Win. Why did this not alter ego? Like I'll have two phones. Like okay, cool. All right, no, let me talk to my manager.
Yeah, and the manager's you. That makes sense. No, that makes sense. And it's actually fair because I think people should be getting compensated for their time, mostly more than anything else. Your time, you get to drive your car, tires, fuel.
Yeah.
You might get into an accident. Isn't this fun analysis? I think it's your time basically. Should be compensated for it.
That's true.
Yeah, man. So I'll put credentials guy Izzy socials on the descriptions to the channel and where you can find him, and a whole lot of other stuff and information about Izzy in the description. And yeah, we shall see you on the flip side. As soon as your live streaming start up, I'd like to come back and have a chat to you about what gems you found out there in terms of DJs that are out there playing, and so we can support and listen to them.
Yeah,
Other than that,
100.
thank you, Mr. Comfort, for gracing me with an interview. This is DJ Ndo-C. You have been live and alive on Analog Culture. Do follow us, subscribe, and share. Do follow our parties and look out for the merchandise. And yeah, DJ Ndo-C out. Pa. Woo.